Atomy's products follow the absolute quality, absolute price principle. Atomy's products are not affordable because their quality is bad. We first decide the quality of the product. This means that we only pick products that have the best quality. After picking the product, we then set a price that cannot be matched at this level of quality. This is called absolute price. Because Atomy's products are daily necessity products, even if you don't have to buy them here, you're going to have to buy them anyway. Atomy deals with products that are even more basic than food. When women are in a rush to get somewhere, do they choose food or makeup? Women will not skip their makeup even if they have to skip a meal. In other words, makeup is a more basic necessity than food. And even if you're in debt and creditors are chasing you, you still have to wash your hair with shampoo, right? What I'm trying to say is that Atomy's products are all daily necessity products. But these products are better quality and more affordable than other brands. Then there's no reason not to use them, right? Now, you have to make a decision. There are actually not very many people to trust in this world. But if you don't trust anyone, then you can't succeed either. Actually, you need to trust yourself first. A lot of people, unfortunately, don't trust themselves. What I'm trying to say here is that all of you must at least be experts in Atomy products. Can you judge if these products are good or not after using the products here? Yeah, you can. Can you decide if the price is affordable or not? Yeah, of course you can. This means that you can be experts as consumers. If you think that Atomy's products are cheaper than other products, then all you have to do is tell other people that. Also, you should tell others how good these products are. The essence of Atomy business is not in selling our products. It first starts with you using the products. You have to make a consumer union that uses good products. You need to recruit your union members. Then those under you will continue to use those products because the product is good and affordable. It is totally appropriate and legal for you to receive compensation from the company for building a consumer union because the company is grateful to you. This is an appropriate award for your work. But the thing is, most people become shy when they're told they have to sell products to other people. If you're one of these people, you have nothing to worry about. Our business is not about selling the products. The essence of this business is consumption. If the products are good and affordable, will you consume them or not? Then all you have to do is explain to those around you that the products are good and affordable. Then those people will use the products as well. Then it is important that you use the products first yourself. If you say the products are good without even using them first, it will show on your face right away. That is why you need to use the products first and then share what you felt by using the products. In Atomy, there is no entrance fee where it forces you to buy a certain amount of products. Typically, in network marketing, there are many companies that have requirements that you have to buy a certain amount of products. Yes, this is legal, but what does that result in? You will purchase products amounting to $1,000 or $2,000 in order to gain leverage in the business, right? Then this, in the long run, will bring damage to your business. That is why we have no such fee in Atomy. There is also another thing that these companies do. They set a minimum amount of how much you need to buy in order to have the right to even receive compensation. The right to receive compensation is maintained. Then you will be enticed to stock up on products that you don't need just to maintain your right to receive compensation. Then it will be very burdensome for the contractors, especially if you still have products left over from the previous month. That is why there are no such requirements in Atomy. Now, you might wonder how much it is that you have to sell to receive compensation. On average, an individual spends about 100,000 PVs. That's about $200 worth of products. If you go to discount stores and buy things you need, such as toothpaste, toothbrushes, shampoo, ramen, and other types of daily necessities, how much does that amount to? That will amount to $800 to $1,000 a month, right? However, Atomy does not have all the products in the world. That's why we have calculated the average person to spend $200. Consumers who consume health functional products purchase about $600 each month from our company. And if the whole family consumes our products, that will amount to 100 to 300,000 PVs. This is inevitable because everyone has these daily necessities, right? You need to build a consumer base of about 50 families on your left leg and about 50 families on your right leg. If you can achieve this, then you can earn $2,000 to $4,000. Then you will become a sales master, the first in the ranks. If you do have 50 to 100 families on each leg, then they will consume automatically every month, right? When they are out of shampoo or ramen, they will buy again. What happens if you have 50 families on each leg that will automatically purchase products that they need when they have used up their daily necessity products? As if from an everlasting spring of water, their PVs will automatically add up. If you have reached this point, then you're an auto sales master. In order to receive continuous income from this system, the first thing that you need to do is build a consumer union of about 50 families for each leg. But you might think, I don't even know 50 people. But this is not something that you do by yourself. This is something that you do in a team with other people. Then it will be possible for you to build a consumer union of 50 families to 100 families for each leg. I know as you are listening to me talk, you might feel like you have no talent with talking to strangers, let alone try to sell products to them. And you might not be able to see such people around you. I see a lot of people who are agreeing with me right now, but you don't have to worry. Though this business is similar to direct sales, it's also quite different. In a direct sales business, you have to be good at sales. However, in network marketing, you don't need to sell anything. You don't like to sell, right? Well, you don't have to sell anything. All you need to do is use the products, and then you have to place people near Atomy users. Then connect people with consumers that use Atomy products. This is all you need to do. Then the computer will calculate and pay you your compensation. Then you might ask next, well, how am I going to persuade people? I'm not good at talking. But you need to keep on living, right? It would be convenient to just do nothing, but you can't do that, right? You're not good at talking either. Fortunately, there is a solution. All you have to do is bring them here. There is a shortcut to succeed in Atomy. And that is not missing this seminar. The most important skill is to come here, even if by yourself. If you come here every month, what will happen? Your speaking skills are going to improve. You're not good at speaking because you don't know what to say. Yes, it's possible for you to come to this seminar once and naturally go out and talk to other people, but that's not typical. What would happen if you came here for a year? You could tell people, that's not right. Let me tell you the actual facts. If you come here for about a year, you will naturally know what to tell others. But it doesn't matter if your speech doesn't improve. Just keep coming here. Then slowly, you'll get bored coming by yourself. Soon you'll say, hey, Jenny, Christine, let's go to the seminar together. If they don't come this month, then just try again next month. Then one of those friends might eventually come and follow you here. Then your friend might think, well, this business makes sense. I shouldn't just go hiking every weekend. I should come here once in a while and listen to these lectures. So your friends will sooner or later feel that it's worth coming to this seminar because we do have useful information. All you need to do is invite people to sit here, and who knows who will be that one person amongst all the people that you have invited that will be a really talented person. That one person might have connections abroad as well. Then your line could expand all across the world. Then one of our lines will be completed. Atomy has a binary model. In a binary system, you just have two lines. You just have to expand two of your lines. Your compensation will be determined by your smaller leg. Most of the time, when starting out, it is typical for a person to feel like they can't do this. Then all you have to do is come and sit here. Until when? You don't stop. You just keep sitting here. If you come here by yourself, then maybe you'll invite one of your friends. Usually half-smarters will only have other half-smarters around them. Most people gather with those who are similar to them. If this is a system in which only those who are smart are able to succeed, then it might be difficult for people who are not very smart. However, in Atomy, you really don't have to be very smart. For example, let's say you're just a half-smarter. So who roams around half-smarters? Half-smarters and other half-smarters. You might have half-smarters that just continually come. But then, all of a sudden, a very talented person could appear. The interesting thing is that it really doesn't matter if this happens on the 10th level, 100th level, or even the 10,000th level. It doesn't affect your compensation whether this full smarter appears on the 1st or the 10,000th level. Why is that? That is because the company calculates your compensation by adding up your entire line. This is an infinite level system. This is a dream come true for network marketing. An infinite level system in network marketing is truly a dream. This is truly amazing. How is this even possible? This is indeed possible in Atomy. In other companies, they draw a line so you're only able to receive compensation up to a certain level, and anything that comes under that is not yours. They draw a floor limit. In companies that set a limit for the levels, those who are able to actually succeed are only those who are competent. I said a lot of untalented people are always near other untalented people. But let's say a full smarter happens to appear around here. But that person has nothing to do with you. On one hand, it might seem like this is a fair system. You might say, well, that's fair because talented people will naturally be successful. That's better than untalented people becoming successful. If you are competent, then just go to these companies. Yeah. However, our company is not a company that is only for competent people. Don't you think we need at least one company that is for untalented people? That is why we have an infinite level system. That is entirely why. Yeah. As long as you don't give up in Atomy and persevere, then you will be successful sooner or later. It's only a matter of when. If you have a star master somewhere around here, then you're going to succeed fairly quickly. But you might have half-smarters throughout your line. Then all of a sudden down here, you get a full smarter. All you need is this kind of patience. Then you can indeed be successful. Furthermore, we are a Global One marketing company. This line is not limited to only Korea. This means that all the members in the US, South America, China, India, and Europe will all be connected. Let me elaborate. All you need is a membership code from your country. Let's say a Korean came under you here, but this Korean person can register an American under them. Then that American can register a Cambodian under them. Then a Cambodian person can register a Japanese person under them. And a Japanese person can register a Singaporean under them. That Singaporean can register a Canadian or Mexican under them. So this is a Global One marketing system that includes everybody. This is an amazing vision. We are living in a global world now, right? There are so many Koreans that go outside of Korea now, right? You might think Korea is now saturated. Everyone is now a member, so there's no one to put under me. Don't worry, there are still plenty of opportunities overseas. That is why you could start Atomy in Korea, but this could explode overseas at any time. Atomy's system is already all set up. You know what the biggest obstacle is? It's your heart. You should be able to see Atomy's potential. This business is not about your talent. It's about Atomy's system. If this was a system in which you could only succeed by being able to give lectures like I do, then I'm pretty sure that almost 90% of you guys would just give up. Yeah. But you don't have to give lectures. You just have to bring people to come here and sit in this lecture hall. Then others will invite their friends as well. You can succeed just by doing this. If you continue your line in this way, then one day a very competent person could come under you. Let's say they give amazing talks about Atomy. You're going to disseminate YouTube videos to those around them. There might be a young person that expands their line across the world. Is this possible or not? It is definitely possible. Yeah. We aren't challenging ourselves because we're 100% confident. Even if the probability of success were low, we challenge ourselves because it is worth pursuing. That is why we are taking on this challenge. Take courage, everyone. Courage is not being numb to fear. Courage is facing your fears. Failure means nothing. Atomy does not require any money from you. We are not saying you need to buy thousands of dollars of our products. You don't have to do anything. All you have to do is use Atomy's products and tell others how good Atomy's products are. Just switch your products that you used to buy in discount stores, TV home shopping, and internet shopping malls to Atomy's. Then you will realize that Atomy's products are different from the previous products that you've been using before. You are sharing this benefit to other people. Atomy's products are good and very affordable. They have no physical stores, nor do they have advertisements. They save that money and pay the contractor's commission instead. So let's use these good products and get rich while doing so. You just have to say these things to those around you. Then you think those people will listen to you? It doesn't matter if they don't listen to you. Why? All you need are a few people who are willing to hear you out. Then those few people will bring other people with them. So I would like to encourage you to just tell those around you. Just tell them about Atomy's products and business. And it's up to the listeners to decide if they will join or not. This is called the law of one's mind. If you just realize this principle, then you have figured out this whole business. It's up to you to speak to other people. But who's it up to join Atomy or buy Atomy's products after you've talked to others? It's up to them. You can't control other people's wills. That is why all you can do is talk to people. Most of the people who say this business is hard are people that worry about other people's responses. They're up all night. So when they wake up, they're so tired. They haven't done anything, but they're already so tired. But the reality is that you might think that someone will surely listen. But if you go talk to them, they might not listen at all. Or you might think someone has a very bad temper, so they won't listen to you then. But you talk to them, and they might listen to you. That is why we shouldn't predict or predetermine others' responses. You should not label people or judge people's responses. That means that you should not just assume that someone won't hear you out. That is because you can never know another person's heart. That is why you must randomly continue talking to people. Once you've let them know about Atomy, you never know when or if they will respond to you. As time goes by, circumstances can change, and that person might change their mind. It is rare that someone will respond in one shot. If you continue to talk to people, you might eventually change their mind. So when you tell others about Atomy, remember this. If you haven't told someone 10 times, then you haven't really told them at all. So you should tell someone about Atomy at least 3 times. Instead of trying to persuade someone in just one try, you have to take the steady path. As if the water hits the rocks steadily, but constantly. I'm going to make $100,000. These products are good and affordable. Do you want to come to the seminar with me? They might say, I'm busy, I can't go. So you should say, okay, maybe next time. Then you try again. I met so many people that make $50,000 to $100,000 a month. It's an amazing system. It's like a totally different world. If they don't respond to that, then you simply try again next time. I really did see someone that makes $100,000 a month. If you continue like this and you persevere, then when the time is right, their hearts could change. And there's another great advantage here in Atomy. In Atomy, there is a ceiling to how much you're able to make. So, Atomy is set up that if you make about $100,000 a month, you can't make any more than that. Do you think there's someone who makes $100,000 a month who joined Atomy 10 years ago? Of course there is. But let's say this person keeps making more, up to $1 million and $10 million, then that means there's less opportunity for members who joined late. That is because network marketing companies can only give back 35%. If people in higher ranks take a lot of the compensation, those who recently joined will suffer. That's why this ceiling is here, so those who joined early can still succeed. However, even if you've joined late, everyone can still meet at the top. That is why, even if you joined late, everyone can be number one. The conditions apply the same for everyone. It is not a system where those who join first can make as much money as they possibly want. Those who join late won't be penalized. If so, that wouldn't work. Most network marketing companies have implemented that system, but in Atomy, we have set a ceiling for compensation. You can't make more than a certain amount. That is why it doesn't matter even if you start late. Compared to the people that joined here, you guys have a higher chance of succeeding. Back then, we didn't have an office, not even a catalog. You guys are in a much better situation than previous members. Today, there are many success models. We even have a new building. We've expanded globally. The fact that you can join the Atomy business in such an improved situation means you guys are in a much better situation than anyone who came before you. Yeah. That's the end of my lecture. Thank you.